Hey Dabbers, and welcome back to another Dab 2000 video. Today we are going to be ranking the Batman movies from the worst to the best. Now, I didn't add some Batman movies, some movies that does have Batman in it. Like, this list will not have the Justice League movies just because I feel like those are more about Batman's in it, but I think it's more about, like, the team, all the team members, not just Batman. And also the Batman movie from, 1966 with Adam West in it is not on this list either. What's up, Junior?
What's up?
He's just creeping in the corner. And this will be a spoiler warning right now for the Batman, the newest Batman movie. If you have not seen that movie, back away from this video because I will be spoiling. And, hey Junior.
What?
Why don't you put on this Batman mask?
You look so stupid in it.
Your just hair is in the way. So there will be 11 movies on this list, so let's get started. Coming in at number 11 is... Did you just throw a Superman ball at me?
Maybe.
Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. I don't like Batman and the Phantasm. One reason, it's very outdated. I honestly don't think the story is that good because, like, Batman's barely even in the movie. It's more about, like, Bruce Wayne and not all that much about weird. Batman. And it's very old, right?
Yeah, it's like the weirdest movie I've ever seen.
And I heard that, like, the Phantasm in this movie is made up. Like, it's not even from a comic book. It's just made up. So, I don't like it because it was so dated and I can't really focus to it and the story wasn't as good. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have Batman and Robin. Now, a lot of people say Batman and Robin's at the bottom. I think Batman Mask of the Phantasm is at bottom, but then Batman and Robin is equally amount of badness. This time it was a better filming thing that, like, it didn't look as dated, but the story's just all over the place. We have, like, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Bane. We just have so much stuff going on in this movie. I don't know what's happening. And it's just so silly that you can't even buy into the main story of this movie. So, this is why a lot of people say this is one of the worst Batman movies. Maybe even the worst movie in the world. Honestly, it is so bad. I watched it once, and I hate it since. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have Batman Returns. Now, this is an interesting one because this is one of the very old ones before the first Batman movie. And honestly, I don't like the Penguin in this one because he's an actual penguin. Of course, in the Batman, they have a better penguin. But this penguin was weird. Catwoman was, like, alright. I didn't think she was the best in this movie. And the story is just kind of all, like, weird places in there. Like, Penguin at one point tries to kill kids in this movie. So, it's a very weird movie. I don't really like it because, Penguin isn't the best. Batman was alright. Like, honestly, the Michael Keaton Batmans don't focus on Batman. They focus on their villains. And then Batman's just like, oh, I have to stop these guys. Batman's barely even in the movies anymore. So, it's not the best of the Batmans. Alright, coming in at number 8, we have Batman Forever. Now, I did have Batman Forever at, like, the top of these Michael Keaton ones, but I was like, I don't think Batman Forever is that good either.
What's Batman Forever? Dark Knight?
No. This one has Riddler in it with Jim Carrey starring as him, and he is just so crazy in the movie, which is kind of confusing when you watch it The only good part is the kind of Two-Face in this movie. The Two-Face was all right in this movie, but I still don't think it's the best. Batman, there was a lot of Batman things. It was more about Bruce Wayne more than Batman, which is, I don't know about that. And I just don't think the Riddler villain in this was good. The villains weren't even that menacing in this movie, so it was not the best. All right, coming in at number 7, we have Batman 1989. Now, this is the very first Batman with Michael Keaton as Batman. Now, this one, it was interesting because it kind of shows you how Batman begins, kind of. But then you also have the Joker, which is a pretty good Joker. I do think it's better than all the ones below it. And I do like the action. I think the action's pretty good. But it doesn't still mean it's very good. It's pretty dated. The story is all over the place in this movie. And yeah. I'm Batman. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, coming in at number 6, we have Lego Batman movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, there is a big improvement from Batman 89 to Batman, the Lego Batman movie. I think the Lego Batman movie is a really good Batman movie. It really doesn't spend a lot of time with Bruce Wayne, but that doesn't really matter. Batman was really funny in this movie. They have Robin, Alfred, which Alfred dresses up at the end in a Batman suit from Adam West's Batman movies. There was Barbara Gordon, that is Batgirl. There's so much villains in this movie that it works. It's just it's a fun movie. That's really what I can say. It's a very, very fun movie. Joker's funny in this movie with Batman saying Joker is not his greatest enemy. So, I still think this is a very fun movie. Alright, coming in at number 5, we have Batman vs. Superman. So, I did add Batman vs. Superman to this list because it's half of Superman's story, but it is also half, like, Batman's beginning to the DC universe now with the Justice League. So, I still think this is... Some people do not like this movie. I thought it was fine. I don't think Junior likes this movie.
I do.
You like Batman vs. Superman?
Oh. I thought you were on the Lego Batman still.
No.
Batman vs. Superman was fine.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I liked the Batman warehouse scene when he starts punching goons with stuff. I like how the fight scenes with Superman and Batman are cool. But the one thing that bothers me the most is how they get along, that basically Superman's mom and Batman's mom have the same name. That's like, and then they get along just because of that. It is kind of stupid if you think about it. That's like a weird way to get together. But it's still a good movie. I like the action in this movie. The story is pretty good throughout the thing. Doomsday is a very good villain to end the movie off with a boss fight. So this is a very good movie. Alright. So basically 4 to 1 are very good. I think 6 and up were really good Batman movies. Alright, coming in at number 4, we have The Dark Knight Rises. Now, I love Christopher Nolan's Batman films. I just think Dark Knight Rises is the weakest of his films, of the Dark Knight ones, but I don't say this is a bad film. I love Bane in this movie.
I'm going to take out one thing before you continue. I hate so much the Dark Knight movies. They are so stupid. I hate them so much.
Junior, come here.
Yep.
You see this Batman mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Okay.
in the weak spot.
I think Bane is a very compelling villain, a strong villain in this film. I also like how Batman retires, basically, and then turns back into Batman when Bane comes. And then Bane breaks his back. He broke the bat. And He's in Ra's al Ghul's prison, and then he comes back again. The only reason why this one isn't higher, I still think this is an epic conclusion to Christopher Nolan's Batman films. I don't like the twist ending at the end when Talia is the main villain, but I think that was a little too late to do that plot twist. Because if they did it like earlier in the film, then they could develop her as a threat. She becomes a villain for like at least 10 minutes of the film and dies a weird death. It looks like she forgot that. The acting looks like she forgot how to die. She forgot that she had to die in this movie. And yeah. But the rest of this movie is very good, and I love the action between Batman and Bane. Alright, coming in at number 3, we have Batman Begins. Now, Batman Begins was a very good start to this Batman Christopher Nolan universe. I love how they started this one with Ra's al Ghul, which is a very compelling villain to start this thing off. Scarecrow was the middle act, basically, villain in this film, which is pretty good villain. I love all the action. I love this origin story of how he became the Batman and stuff.
My bad.
So I think this is one of the best Batman movies. I think it's a very good start to a Batman movie. I think it's a good character arcs. Everyone gets a scene in this one. Everyone gets a character arc. It is a very good movie. Alright, coming in at number 2, we have The Batman, the newest Batman movie. On my previous rankings, I did ranking my most anticipated movies for 2022. The Batman was at number 1, and I saw it, and I was not disappointed. This was awesome. The fightings are very, very, very violent. And guess what?
Movie.
Yeah, Junior likes it. He doesn't like the Dark Knight movies.
The Dark Knight.
But he likes the Batman. I like all the villains. I think Riddler was a very good way to start off this Batman universe, because he's just this psychopath that views Gotham in a different way than Batman. So, yeah, he was a very good thing. This is the first Batman, I think, that is a detective and tries to solve these riddles, and is very good. I like Catwoman in this movie. She has a compelling arc. She's not really a villain in this movie because she basically helps Batman for the most part, but she's still good. And then the Penguin is just very funny in this movie. The car fight scene was very good. I love that scene when Penguin's car is upside down and Batman's walking and he's upside down. I thought that was a very cool scene. And yeah, this movie is just very good. It's a very long movie, 2 hours and 56 minutes. And hopefully, they're probably making a second Batman movie because the Joker was teased at the end of this one. So, it's very good. Alright, coming in at number 1, we have...
Tarzan.
What?
It's Tarzan at number 1.
No. Coming in at number 1, we have Dark Knight. Now, I think The Dark Knight is still the best
and I am mad
Batman
at
movie.
2000 for doing this.
I still think it's one of the best Batman movies. Probably one of the best movies ever made.
No, don't say that.
I think Batman gets a very good arc in this movie. And, of course, we can't talk about the Joker in this movie. The Joker was just such a good character.
I'm calling the Dad 2000 cops on you.
He had a very good arc. He just wanted to show Batman that good people can become bad. So that's why they used Two-Face, which is probably better than the Batman Forever Two-Face. Was very good. I loved his character arc because he was good and then he turned because of Joker and everything. And the Joker was amazing in this movie. The fights are amazing. And this is just one of the best comic book movies ever made.
What?
Yeah. What did you guys think of my Batman ranking? Down below in the comments section. What is your Batman ranking? Share us down below. And give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll check you guys on another DAP 2000 video. Goodbye, Dabbers.